Good day, and welcome to the first edition of Battle of the Classics, where we take two classic games and pit them together in a knockdown, drag-out fight for supremacy. Today's first episode is Tomb Raider 1 versus Super Mario 64. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to watch is a live stream where this very concept was created completely and totally naturally, and completely by accident. What you're looking at was originally supposed to be a live stream of Tomb Raider 1, but as I was playing the game, it got more and more annoying, and I bailed and jumped into Super Mario 64. After I finished the live stream, I realized, why not turn this into an ongoing series? And so, here we are. Retroactively, this is the first episode of Battle of the Classics. From here on out, these Battle of the Classics episodes will be created, as a Battle of the Classics, not just a random live stream. One of the cool things about Battle of the Classics is it shows that human ingenuity will always trump AI bullshit. The reality is, AI couldn't have created this show because it wouldn't even have been able to consider a show like this existing. Because I didn't even know I was going to create this show. It's just something that created and arose organically. See, AI can't think, it can't intuit, it can't do any of that stuff. AI cannot create the next Star Wars because nobody can create the next Star Wars. Star Wars was something that arose naturally and organically. If you were to set out to make Star Wars, Darth Vader would sound like David Prowse and not James Earl Jones. When they were working on Star Wars, they didn't know what Darth Vader was going to sound like. They didn't know that Darth Vader was going to have his breath. They didn't know anything about the character. It was just a suit and a guy in it. It was by natural creation that Darth Vader became who he was. It was by natural creation that Episode 4 A New Hope became the powerhouse that it was, and it's by natural creation that Battle of the Classics exists at all. That is one of the things about humanity that people kind of forget. We are able to create something out of nothing. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the first episode of Battle of the Classics. In one corner, we have Lara Croft. In the other corner, we have Super Mario. Who will win? Spoiler alert, it's the Super Marios. He's called Super Mario for a reason. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am General Lotz, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Double D classic, Tomb Raider, for PlayStation 1. This, of course, is the remaster of the game, put out by Aspyr, I think, like a couple of years ago. Joining me is...
Hello, it's me. It's Medic, the numero dos to the numero uno.
And we got...
We got the Stupid Chainsaw Productions here, freshly finished the Top Cow comic run of Tomb Raider. So I'm ready for this stream.
Awesome. Because I don't really know much about Tomb Raider. I never played this game back in the 90s because I had an N64, which had better graphics, but didn't have, round titties or anything. Unless it was on a Donkey Kong, because Candy Kong had some round titties for some reason. I mean, that was a good use of the, N64's graphical technology.
Why was there a random nuke just going off at Los Alamos?
I don't know. That was the cutscene. Is that supposed to be what the first cutscene looks like?
Yes.
That was it?
Well, there's more to it. I think you accidentally clicked forward.
Oops. I didn't touch anything. I don't know. Whatever. All right. N64 does what PlayStation don't.
Right, I kind of like it. Let's just pretend that was the intro. I love that the game's just like, Los Alamos, nuke, you playing. Okay, that's your story.
I love the fact, though, we've got jiggle physics here. It's like, those look very heavy. Her back is going to be killing her.
Oh my god, fizzle jiggets.
Here, of course, is the original graphics. For 90, what, 6? Yeah, 96. It was 30 years ago. That doesn't look too bad. Not too bad.
No, this came out same time, almost the same time as the Resident Evil.
But they control similar. The classic controls are very similar. Which is a little abhorrent if you're used to modern controls. I recommend, if you're playing through the well, first of all, I recommend getting the Aspyr remasters of the original core games because they just control better. They still have some control issues, which they've ironed out somewhat since release. But it is a lot better than trying to get the Steam versions of the classic core Tomb Raider games to actually run. And even if you get them to run, they're really wonky controls on keyboard and mouse. And there's not really a way of easily plugging in a controller to those.
This is why I like to use the remasters. Let somebody else do all the work.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, so we killed some bats so far. I mean, damn rabid bats. So when
you think she's sponsored by some ammo company? Because she burns through 45 ACP.
Well, those are high powers. Those are 9mm.
Exactly.
Oops.
They're supposed to be because it's confusing, Medic, because when they remade this for Anniversary, those are 1911s, but I believe those are supposed to be 9mm 1911s that she's using in that. But no, these were designed to be Browning high powers.
I didn't see the Jolie movies, but didn't she use wasn't she using 1911s in the movie?
She's using Heckler and Koch USP matches chambered in 9mm. Those are
okay.
With those big comps on them.
And Medic, how did you not see the classic Angelina Jolie movies? I mean, it's a good thing DVD existed. Otherwise, my tapes would have been ruined within about a week.
I don't know how I have no real explanation how I missed those.
That was my first real introduction to Tomb Raider at all, because, like I said, I never played the games. I did not play a Tomb Raider game until like 2013, when I played about 5 minutes of Angel of Darkness. I don't think I even made it off the first level. And then I played the first Survive game. There was a review of that on the channel, but I took it down because I didn't like it. That was during my slop era. And then I played, a fan actually kindly donated the second Survive game, which I played about an hour of on stream and then never went back to it. So this is like my first time ever really playing a true Tomb Raider game.
It's a good place to start. I have a weird, like, how I discovered Tomb Raider is kind of bizarre, if I may tell my story.
Go for it.
So I had, when I was a kid, we were pretty poor, and I loved the cartoon The Tick. If anyone remembers that 90s.
Yep. It's a classic.
It's great. I still recommend, if you can get your hands on any of it, get it. There's a bunch of rights issues, so it's kind of hard to get now. But we had a tape that was a marathon from Comedy Central, had a bunch of episodes, and I would watch that all the time. And I remember a couple ads specifically on it, and one of them was for, I believe, Tomb Raider 3. And I thought, oh my God, this is the greatest video game I have ever seen, because I wasn't allowed to play video games when I was young. Like, my dad swore that they would rot my brain, but I'm like, I have to play this. And I ended up playing the first one. One of my cousins had it on his PS1, and I couldn't get anywhere in it. And it wouldn't be till years later, when Anniversary came out, and one of my friends had rented it, that I would actually get to play through quite a bit of it. So much so that once he returned the PS2 copy of it to the Hollywood Video, which I lived around the corner from, I rode my bike over there the next day and rented it. And just spent an entire weekend playing through the whole thing. But yeah, I remember watching the Angelina Jolie movies, which, if you're looking for good story, that's not why you watch those.
You watch it to be clean.
exactly.
I like how the movies have a American playing a Brit and a Brit playing an American.
Yeah, and I will say the second one is slightly better than the first one. It's got the Alan Silvestri, who did the Predator and Predator 2 scores, does the score for that, and it's pretty good. The Cradle of Life is more watchable than the first one, I will say. It also has Angelina Jolie punching a shark in the face. It's pretty wonderful. But
that's not how punching sharks work.
You got to rotate them, obviously.
Exactly.
But I will say the remake movie, the reboot movie, is unwatchable. I would not recommend watching that.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Oh, wow, I'm an idiot. I can do basic jumping. So, Medic, how did you get into the franchise?
Oh, you're gonna love this. Old man Medic here used to subscribe to official PlayStation magazine, and every month you would get a demo disc. And I remember in one month I got a demo that had a demo of Tomb Raider on it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I don't know anything about the gameplay. I just knew that I could jockey the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
But see, you know what the PlayStation didn't have? You know what it really didn't have, though?
Well, technically, it didn't have analog sticks until later.
Exactly, but most importantly, it didn't have a rotund Italian man. I mean, I used to rotate the camera all the time to get better look. Wait, no, never mind.
You must have never played the game PO'd.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah. A fat Italian man in space killing aliens.
When Mario
It's not a half bad game.
But can you throw a blue penguin off of a cliff?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, who didn't throw that penguin off the cliff? I mean, seriously. It's an American institution.
I never had a Nintendo 64, so.
Yeah, I borrowed an N64 from a friend in high school, and that's how I got to play a lot of the N64 catalog. It wasn't until like 2011, 2012.
Ugh, for shame. You missed out on the 64 bits. You missed out. Well, everybody was ogling Laura. I was ogling, you know, Mario. I mean, that man is built. He's built.
That can be taken quite the wrong way there, boss.
I don't know. I mean, there's people that, you know, cosplay as Mario all the time.
Stop molesting Mario.
Look, you know, if he didn't want people to ogle him, he wouldn't dress that way. You know, I think it's his fault.
Oh, the whole what was he wearing argument.
Yeah, you know, when he put on that metal cap, I kind of lost it, you know.
Your Honor, he turned Tanuki and I just couldn't help myself.
Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, no. I guess the little icon wasn't actually in the original game. I got a lot of health here.
What difficulty are you playing on?
I have no idea. I just went into the game.
Okay,
so it's probably hard. Normal.
Yeah.
Did you happen to put out a message that you were going live?
Yeah, it should have been. I don't know what the problem is.
Because this is quite the intimate stream today.
I know. It's weird. I don't know, man.
It looks like one of my streams.
I guess I could just like have a meltdown and maybe that'll get people to watch.
Yeah, you can
$5 a month.
You could cry about your McDonald's on Kick and how they put cheese on your McDouble.
We got 11 concurrent
the
viewers.
Dark Side Phil school of bitching.
So we got 11 concurrent viewers, so it's not too bad. It's just nobody saying anything. It's weird. No, I'm streaming the same time. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You just kind of got to expect it, I guess. It could be that YouTube's like hiding it because of the big titties on the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, you could have been shadow banned.
It popped up on my For You page.
So I don't know. Maybe people on my channel just don't like Lara Croft. It's like, oh, it's not a first-person shooter, so it's got tits instead of an Italian man. I bet if I played Super Mario 64, everybody would watch it. Because PlayStation does what Nintendo... Wait, no. Uh-oh. Nintendo does what Play don't. Something like that. Oh, all the Nintendo
Time
adults...
to kill. I don't know.
I don't know, because I haven't played this game enough to know. I mean, like, Time to Kill is basically this game, but with a blonde man instead of... A blonde man with big pecs instead of a brunette with big tail. I mean, never mind.
With an eagle beak?
Yes. Is that going to be like a channel meme now? Oh, crap!
I hope so.
Oh. Uh-oh, be careful.
Okay, why is the camera going nuts here?
It does that sometimes. I think you're supposed to pull the square. Hang on, I forgot I have beer in
There's
it.
a discolored square in here you can clearly pull.
Yeah.
Actually, she's pushing it to the limit.
I couldn't. Which one?
Push it to the limit.
She's gonna walk along the razor's edge. Wait, I think we still gotta push it. Man, Laura is strong. I mean, here's the thing about Lara Croft here. You know, I can see why Laura ended up getting popular because, you know, she's not overly sexualized. That's actually something I was thinking about this past week. You know, let's see, can she jump up there? No, she can't. So I got to do something in here. Oh god, what can I have? Is no wait, she can still keep pushing it. Oh my god. Go, Laura, go! You're gonna last more than 30
Sorry, forgot my beer was in the freezer.
No, you don't want to have a beer icy, a bicey.
Yeah, or blow up.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
I didn't have any Sierra Nevada pills in the fridge. So
What's going on here? Okay, did this do something? Is this gonna get out of here? No, it's not. The magazine ads at the time. Well, I know they probably sexualize that, but like, I think if you're gonna have a female protagonist, I think she has to be a little sexy. You know, it's not gonna be like Doom Guy.
Have you? Are either of you guys follow Retro Blasting?
Yeah, he just got back from Egypt, I think.
He did a whole video because he's a big Tomb Raider fan. He did a whole video called like A Tale of Two Laras, which is about how the designers versus the marketing people, they had different ideas on the sexualization of the character. And there's like this weird like pamphlet that came out that's like some like goofy like gooner fuel, for lack of a better term.
Like the thumbnail?
More so. Like, it's far more embarrassing. What the thumbnail is a work of art. And I stand by that.
What was it? Was it called Two Lauras, One Chalice?
Oh god, it's a box puzzle. Why did the PlayStation like the box puzzle so much?
What's in the box?
Annoyance and disappointment. Let's see, so what's back here?
So about that actually that you hit me with about an hour ago.
Which one of us hit you with an actually?
The HK pistols?
Oh yeah. Are they not USP matches?
They are. I saw that whole video. Hey, we got a key. We got a key here, people. It
oh yeah,
because
he also did one because he owns a pair of them now.
Okay, so Retro Blasting is a YouTube channel based around originally toy collecting. I watched him before he got popular. He got popular mainly because he did a quick little video. That's the thing. That's why I don't give up on YouTube, because you never know what's going to get popular. He did a video on a Lego hand cart, and he's like, "Is this the cart they use to loot bodies and steal shit?" And that is what got 1 million views, and that's what got him popular. That's what did it. And I can't imagine how much money he lavished on that channel before he finally got popular.
I don't know. He doesn't. He's not really.
When you mentioned retro blasting, or was that what it was called?
Yes.
Yeah.
I funny when you said that, my stupid gooner brain went somewhere totally different.
No, it's not retro blasting in that way.
But you know what I mean.
Not that way.
I've gotten to talk to him before. He's a nice guy. I like him. Because there are certain.
Why are there modern med packs in this ancient tomb?
Magic.
Because that's the PlayStation works.
There we go. We got to pull this through here. But what about Michael from Retro Blasting?
Oh, he did a video called about this like weird Gooner Fuel Tomb Raider pamphlet thing, and was just complaining about it. It's kind of funny. But he's one of those guys that's just like not into any of like the sexualization part that this IP gets in, like, is like infamous for, I guess.
On the one hand,
I think.
Oh, go on.
I think most of that is Crystal Dynamics is really to blame, because they leaned so heavily into it when they did their first reboot, and then they backpedaled so hard with the Survive trilogy that it's like kind of schizophrenic, for lack of a better term, when it comes to like what Tomb Raider even is. And what makes things like more convoluted is they decided a few years ago that every Tomb Raider game, every Tomb Raider book, every film, and every comic book are all one continuity, which makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, there's no way that could work in terms of like a legitimate timeline.
like it,
You know, how would that work with the reboots?
well, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't work at all. Well, the Tomb Raider is, if we want to get technical, is like 5 timelines, maybe 6, but there's 3 main ones. There's the core design timeline, which is these initial 6 games, plus 3 novels that kind of bridge 2 games together. Then you have what's called the Lao timeline, which is Tomb Raider Legends, Anniversary, which is pretty much a remake of the original game, and Underworld, which is getting a comic book sequel. That's its own continuity. And then there's the Survive timeline, which is the 2013 game, the Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a bunch of the Dark Horse comics, but not all the Dark Horse comics, and then possibly the animated series that was on Netflix that no one should ever watch because it's terrible.
The feminist one.
It's just so, you want to talk about ruining a character. They ruined the Lara Croft character, and that just made her just the most unpleasant person. But then if you want to really like split hairs, the Top Cow comics, which I just finished reading, are their own thing. Even though they do tie into Angel of Darkness as well, you have to hit a switch.
Oh.
You're gonna.
Oh crap!
Yeah, you're gonna drown. I go back. I have to remember. I can't remember where it is. It is down here though.
Oh crap! I'm gonna die. Come on, Laura, you can do it. I mean, she can hold her breath for a long time. I guess that's how she passed classes in college.
Oh yes, very good.
Oh no, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Da 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 da. Fuck my life.
Oh, you were so close too.
You know, Laura, you need to practice. You know, you just need to keep practicing. You know,
practice makes perfect.
She just needs to go over to Johnny Sin's house, and that's it. But anyway, you know what's funny? I'm surprised I didn't say Mr. Guns and Gear, because I kind of confused the two. They do look a lot alike.
Well, look who shows up. Late.
But wouldn't like the ages be all over the place though, with the different Tomb Raider continuities?
Yeah, that's one of the big things that doesn't make sense. Plus, she's like the Survive games can, the 2013 could be taken as a prequel to the core design games, but like after Rise and all that nonsense, it doesn't make any sense. Which, oh man, sorry. When I think of the Survive series, it just irritates me. Because talk about.
I was just gonna say that when I first played the first Tomb Raider like reboot, I had not yet played Uncharted, and so I thought the Tomb Raider reboot was all right. But like when you compare that to Uncharted, oh come on, camera, please cooperate. Like Uncharted is better in literally every way.
Well, the sad thing is that Uncharted 4 starts borrowing from this Tomb Raider Survive trilogy, like
that's bad. Sad.
Uncharted 4 is an obnoxious game. It's an obnoxious, bloated affair when Naughty Dog decided they were an art house game developer.
You know, the core gameplay that makes Uncharted great is still there. If I had one major gripe about Uncharted 4, and I am like a massive like fanboy of the series, you could see the cracks in the wall with Neil Druckmann, where Anita Sarkeesian got her hooks into him, because you got Laura Bailey, the girl boss, playing the tough as nails PMC leader that's just better, faster, and stronger than Nate in every single way.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a character.
But the gameplay loop itself, I thoroughly enjoyed.
I thought it was too easy. None of the challenge that was there in Uncharted, the first two, and even the third one to a certain extent, was just not there. It felt like just. I think I beat it in a day. Like it wasn't satisfying. And there was way too much cutscenes. There's blatant product placement for the Sony Xperia phone that no one wants. Sony.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. There was product placement.
Drink Pepsi.
And then you play Crash Bandicoot twice. And I'm like, I'd rather be playing this game than Uncharted 4. It's not as bad. I will say, I'd rather play Uncharted 4 again than either Last of Us game. Last of Us is so pretentious.
I will not have you besmirch my first Last of Us.
it's. Do you pick up every copy when they remaster it and they make it look slightly?
I fucking hate companies that do that shit. But no, I bought it on the PS3, obviously, and I bought it on the PS4 when it came out for the PS4. But I have not bought the PS4 HD. Like, wait a minute, what?
HD Give Us Money edition.
Yeah,
exactly.
Where they make Ellie look a little goofier.
The second Last of Us, I will say, they made really good, like, quality of life improvements, like the ability to jump and go prone. But the story is so shit.
They invented jumping and going prone. Oh my god! 1992 called and said they already did it. But anyway.
And knives don't break after one hit.
Oh my god! Wolfenstein 3D called back in 1992 and says hi.
However,
93.
sadly, bricks still break every single time.
Oh yeah, talking about like video games causing like antisocial behavior. Like my family was completely the opposite. Because when I was maybe 3 years old, I don't know how old I was. My grandfather introduced me to Wolfenstein 3D, and then Doom. Once Doom came out, yes, I'm old, and nobody had a problem. When the N64 came out, which was way better than the PlayStation. What the first game I got for Christmas of 1998 was Violence Killer Turok New Hero Generation, aka Turok 2. So, yeah.
The N64 may be a better console, but it has the worst controller.
No. See, here's the thing. Like, I will die on this hill. I will die 1,000 deaths to defend the N64 controller, and the reason why, everybody holds it wrong. Let me put it this way: it's like people. I could make a masturbation joke about that, but I won't, because the N64 deserves class. If you hold the controller the right way, and it took me maybe 2 hours in 1998 to figure this out. If you hold it the right way, it controls perfectly. In fact, hold on. I will be right back. Be entertaining.
So, also, like women, if you hold them the right way, they can be entertaining. You just got to know where to put your hands, because otherwise, gentlemen, you are going to be miserable, and she's going to fight you for it.
There it is.
Wow, he picked a really advantageous camera angle to step away from.
All right.
Even though his green screen's failing, and I can totally see him dabbing in the background.
Yeah, King Dabber right there.
Yeah, he is. He's like the Paul brothers dabbing on those.
Okay, so here, let me move the game for just a second, because
Don't move the game. It's perfectly fine.
Okay, you can leave it like that. Okay, now what I want to do here is my N64 controller, my childhood N64 controller. Okay, now I will admit this is an unconventional design. Okay. But I swear, it took me about an hour to figure it out. So how you hold an N64 controller is, well, this is going to be really suggestive, but hey, we got Laura boobs in the screen here. You hold this part, you hold the center dongle with your hand, you hold the other side with your other hand, and boom, it's perfectly controllable. You can reach all the controls quite easily. Most games...
I never hold it like that. I still don't like it.
But it's good. It's good, damn it.
I mean, I'll tell you what. It is better than the Atari Jaguar controller.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it for now. Now, with this in mind, though, one can see the lineage here. The N64 eventually mutates. It evolves over time into an Xbox controller. Although Wait, go on.
I agree. The Xbox controller is similar, or the Pro controller that they use for like the Switch and the Wii.
So yeah,
you made me remember something I also hated about owning a PlayStation. having to get that stupid rumble pack that you had to put inside your controller to have rumble feature, and then putting an expansion pack in your system because it just couldn't play games. I mean, what was Sony thinking?
You know what? But did Sony have anything like that? No, it didn't. N64 does what Nintendo don't. Wait, no.
Exactly. Wait.
So I'll tell you this. I remember the birthday where I got the Rumble Pack and the memory card. It was 99. That was a good birthday too, because somehow my mother and grandparents came up with the money for me to have a birthday at the local Chuck E. Cheese back when that was still a thing.
Oh yeah, I did that like a few years later in 01.
And so I got that, and I think I got like a game, but really the Rumble Pack is cool for about 5 minutes. Because like you have to take the memory card out to put the Rumble Pack in. Yeah, Joe Rogan sends his regards to the bear. Hey, you know what? Laura Croft, she knows which to choose. But yeah, it was a good birthday. I think I also got like the Spooderman motorcycle with sidecar that you could also load up the spider string, which is basically just gray colored silly string that cost about $5 more than regular silly string, but whatever.
Oh yes, I remember those. I was not allowed to have them, which was fair because I would have ruined the house. Instead, a few years later, George Lucas would come up with a Star Wars blaster that shot crazy, like silly string, but it had specialty cans. It was $10 more. Regular silly string, and you couldn't fit regular silly string in. So basically, it became useless after the Revenge of the Sith toys got clearanced out.
And George was a very smart man.
Yeah. R.I.P. his all the weird Star Wars crap that came out before Disney took over.
Okay, how the hell do I get out of the water? Am I just too stupid?
It's diff. Oh God, because I did the same thing the first time I was playing this remaster. There is a specific like button to hit to get out. You may need to look up. Sorry. You may need to look up the instructions.
Let's see. There's only so many buttons on here. Space. Oh my god. Game. This is the only problem with classic games to a certain extent. N64 does! Is cryptic crap like this.
There is a way to get out, though.
By pushing square again, I thought I saw you slightly animate.
Okay, which one is square on a PlayStation controller? Should be X.
West.
X, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, X isn't giving me nothing.
Triangle's north, circle is east, X is south, square is west.
Okay, so maybe we're not supposed to go through here. Maybe it's someplace else.
No, you do. You can get out there.
That's the only problem. Is like some of these developers made things overly difficult for what they were, except for Nintendo.
Typically, you play through Croft Manor first, and that's your training segment.
Oh. That context sensitive doesn't do anything.
Oh, you did something there.
See, Mario didn't need this because you could just hit the Z button and it worked just fine.
Are you hitting the shoulder buttons at all?
Yeah, I am now. I'm like hitting everything. No, wait. I don't know what I just did, but she got out, so. Now imagine I fell back right into the water.
Well, I think you do need, because I think there's a switch in here. If I can remember correctly. It's been a long time. And Anniversaries is a bit different. It's more streamlined.
That sounds about right. Okay.
It adds a grappling hook because that was the Lao games added the grappling hook, which makes platforming a little more fun.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any switches in here. I gotta tell you though, this is not a bad game. I don't think I would. There's a switch. No, it's not. That's just the wall. I don't know that I would have liked this game as a kid though, because I mean, it's
a guide game. You need to have the guide.
I think I'm probably supposed to come back.
Why is there Glock switches down here?
I don't know. Maybe some people.
They didn't have those back then.
I was gonna make
a Glock switch come out. When did that start being a thing?
I bet that was sometime around the 2010s because I never heard of it until then.
Well, I know the Glock 18 is a fully automatic Glock 17.
Probably the rise of 3D printers.
Okay.
Okay. Oh crap! I'm gonna die again. Yeah, the N64 didn't need a guide. All you needed was just a rotund Italian man, and that was it. So we know.
You know what the PS version of Tomb Raider had that N64 didn't?
Crap! I'm gonna die.
Nude codes.
I mean, I bet there's a nude code for Mario.
I'm not talking about Mario, you sassafras.
There could be a nude code for Mario. I mean, I'd like to see it. God damn it. Not again. We're not even on. We're an hour in. No, we're not. We're 44 minutes in. We've already gone down twice. Wait until the harder level. See, this reminds me of, like, Thief, where just getting out of, like, the first level is almost impossible.
Not like Thief? Don't forget Thief.
Bich.
Can you show me on the doll where Mario touched you as a child?
In my soul. With all of his wahoos, I could never forget. When you jumped as Laura, say wahoo. Oh no, he doesn't. She does not. Does Charles Martinet voice Laura? Nope. No Charles Martinet here.
You know, I'm not knocking this because there are games that I love, like Metal Gear Solid, that do it too. But the Mario 64 drives me up the wall because his wahoos sound like he recorded them in like a subway with like echo turned all the way up.
Now, in all seriousness, though, I do like Super Mario 64, but I'm just taking the piss for anyone who suffers from autism. Just taking the piss.
Tylenol Americans.
But I do like Super Mario 64 a lot. I should stream that, then nobody will show up. Unless there's like a Super Mario, like first-person shooter, like you're just fucking murdering, like the Koopalings.
Yes, I would show up for that.
You know what you should actually stream? Some Siphon Filter.
You know,
we did that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did.
We could go back to it.
There's
a keyhole right next to you.
Where do you see it?
It's by that little discolored brick with like a skull face on it.
Come on. We'll turn it on to the bad graphics so I can actually see. Where do you see a glory hole? I don't see anything.
Okay. All right. Stop moving. So I can orientate you. Go forward, turn to the right, and then immediately turn left.
Oh, there it is. Okay, well,
See?
we didn't even need to go in the water. Ugh. Yeah, this is a guide game. Yeah, you don't need any guides for Super Mario. It's very playable.
I just happened to see it. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they don't appreciate Italians. You gotta be British. The British are woke. The Italians are probably just as woke. Uh-oh, I better check my car for a bomb tomorrow.
Speaking of interesting people, I talked to the most based Russian woman this morning. Oh my God.
Dinosaurs.
Be still, my heart. A based Russian woman.
I mean, it's Russia. They kind of have to be.
pro-America Russian woman, desperate to, come to the U.S., hates blue hairs with a passion. Are you picking up what I'm putting down there, boss?
I don't believe this is real. I stand by this.
We'll have to see. But I guess not every mother Russian would actually be based, just because, well, the whole communism thing. The communisms. Well, one of the things I was thinking about is like, okay, so Lara Croft is a sexy character, but competent. So I was wondering, like, okay, could it be said that, like, a female protagonist would have to have some degree of sexiness to really sell, whereas, like, a male protagonist would need some degree of, like, say, danger, you know, sort of a design of, like, sort of, you consider, like, Marcus Phoenix, like, he became very popular because he's kind of a big muscle-bound kind of guy.
Who the fuck is Marcus Phoenix?
Next you'll be telling me you don't know who Clayton Carmine is.
Who's
I know Marcus Phoenix is from Gears, but who the fuck is Clayton Carmine?
Clayton Carmine. And Master Chief is the greatest FPS hero ever. Well, second only to Doom Guy. Next you'll be saying you don't know who Terradino Cassette is.
Who the hell is Terradino Cassette?
Clearly the protagonist of Rise of the Triad from 1995. Duh. How would y'all not know that? It's like I'm stuck with Gen Z's here.
I've never played Rise of the Triad.
For shame. It's not very good. My review of it, I re-reviewed it like in 2023. It's not very good. Even the remake's not good.
Is it as bad as Kingpin Life of Crime's remake?
Well, okay. The remake of Rise of the Triad came out in 2013 by Interceptor Entertainment. They were going to do a Duke Nukem remake, but Randy Bitchford decided to cancel that because, well, he hates Duke Nukem. And so what the remake did is it was basically the original 90s game. Well, okay, I take that back. It obviously had better graphics, you know, but the reason why the 90s game wasn't very good is the levels were too convoluted. And the remake was kind of annoying. Oh, yeah. Next, can I tell me they don't know who Joshua Fireseed is, or Tal Set, or Danielle Fireseed, or Turok's wimpy brother? Or was that his cousin? I forget. Also, the N64 gave us perfectly rendered Adon titties. No triangles in that.
Here's a question for you, boss. What is worse, in your opinion? And now I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm just talking about, like, overall. Duke Nukem Forever or the 2020 whatever Saints Row reboot?
The Saints Row reboot.
Yeah, Saints Row reboot.
Yeah, fair.
I'm not saying Duke Nukem Forever is a good game, but I mean in comparison. Sorry, I get a visceral reaction when I hear about that Saints Row.
Yeah, because it's god awful trash.
And I really love Saints Row 2.
That's a big key. Okay, we're finally making progress. Finally, we're on the path. See, Duke Nukem Forever is a bad game. It is the worst game I ever would willingly play. But it would be passable if it didn't have Randy Bitchford's prego fetish. Because there's a level in that called Duke Dome, where it's nothing but pregnant women that basically get vored. I really don't know why Randy Bitchford thought that was such a good idea. It basically takes that game from being insufferable to just being disgusting, and so, yeah. Most people forget about that.
I know about him and his prego scat fetishes.
So, and also Duke Nukem
and his cheese pizza allegations.
Oh, you're gonna want to save if you have save states on, because this platforming is a pain in the ass.
Okay, do we even have a means of saving in this? No.
Yes.
Doesn't look like it.
Good.
Got items. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not the best PC port there ever was. Can we actually load? Okay. I don't know if that's just, if that's saved right there or what, but
it should have saved right there.
Okay.
You're gonna. I'm just saying, there's some annoying jumps in this section right here.
You can save scum your way through it with save states.
I mean, that's how I did it back in the 90s. That's how I do it today. That's why of the few. Hey, go on.
I said, might as well. When games.
Oh, God damn it! My popsicles are in danger.
I did not expect that.
Stupid ass bats.
Well, how else am I supposed to greet them in the chat?
The final version of DNF was the Frankenstein monsters were level forced to be what it became. Don't make me have to stream Duke Nukem forever. Ugh.
Wasn't there a DLC for Duke Nukem Forever that was slightly better?
It wasn't slightly better. I reviewed that game. It's just as bad. It's not worse, but it's literally just as bad.
I remember them making a Leroy Jenkins joke in that game.
They did, and I idiotically loaded instead of saved because I am an idiot.
You idiot!
Let's see.
We haven't gotten far into the obnoxious platforming yet.
This is why I like to play games that are just generic first-person shooters, because I can just turn my brain off and not have to pay that close attention, whereas these fucking PlayStation games are like, you have to be like some kind of space genius to even get past the first level.
All right, you all
Hey, look, at least you didn't shoot a bomb next to a hunter and blow yourself up.
Y'all heard it here first. We're going to be playing Homefront next weekend.
Maybe. No, I got a
game. Korean barbecue.
I got a game even dumber than that. Not Borderlands, Bulletstorm.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Okay, I guess we got to go down here. We got to go all the way down. Hey, Laura.
Just be careful with how you get down there. It's I've been playing through. Did either of you ever play the Harry Potter PS2 games?
I did not.
No.
They're a unique breed of game. They're kind of open world, kind of not. Oh, see, here we go. This is the BS.
Oh my God! What bullshit this was. We don't want to save. We want to load. I can read.
So those games, so they're kind of open world, kind of not. Everyone talks about the memes of how ugly Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PS1 is, but they don't talk about the PS2 one because it came out after Chamber of Secrets, because the PS2 wasn't out when that first movie came out. Oh, that's a total go fuck.
Holy fuck! I forgot Harry Potter was on the PS1.
It's an ugly game. It's a real ugly game, but the PS2 one's okay, except for the platforming. There is no jump button. You have to run up to things and hope that you jump the right direction.
I vaguely remember AVGN playing like some like multi-cart game system, and like one of them was like a Harry Potter game, and it was just like this most garbage looking game you ever saw in your life.
Okay, this is gonna annoy the fuck out of me.
Hold on. I think you can do it after those. Oh, this is hurting.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not my fault. She should be able to jump over there and grab onto it. But then again, this is the Primarch progenitor of all platforming games like this. So this is like the Thunder Warriors. You know, she's basically infected with space cancer. There we go. We finally got up there. Since y'all aren't 40K fans, you don't know what a Thunder Warrior is.
Save now. Save now. Please go.
Okay, there we go.
Please.
N64 does. You wouldn't see a rotund Italian man having these problems, now would you? He'd be wahooing his way all the way up straight to the top.
Thank you, hon. My wife is getting me a burrito for dinner, and I'm excited.
Nice.
What kind of burrito?
Carne asada.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're. Oh no!
These controls, man. One crystal, huh? For like one crystal per level. That's just unfair.
What, the save crystals?
Yeah.
That I don't know if that was a thing in the first game. That's a thing in the third game. The third game is significantly harder than it needs to be for Tomb Raider. Like, there are so many video essays on how, like, just unfair that.
This is legitimately difficult.
I love how, like, if you're not in the right place, she just smashes her face into the ledge.
And if you go too fast, you will fall. You will hurl yourself into the abyss.
Imagine playing this with the classic controls.
I don't.
You can toggle if you want.
Oh my god!
Imagine this with tank controls.
You know, I'm really tempted to. I think we might do that, like, in a little bit. I'm gonna beat this level. This is level 2 here, people. This is level 2. I don't know that a kid could actually have beaten this. I honestly don't think a kid could have beaten this. Unless they were.
You're not giving kids enough credit for the time. You got to remember.
I was a kid at the time.
But that's my point. You're used to modern controls and everything being polished. Back then, we had jank constantly, so we were already used to the jank.
I'll be honest with you. I did not beat any of these classic games until save states. And the games I did beat, I thought about that the other day. The games I actually beat in the 90s were in order: Wolfenstein 3D, Doom, Duke Nukem. I'll tell you all a story about Duke Nukem 3D in a minute. Rise of the Triad, the Shareware, Dark Forces 2, and I think that's it. No, Quake 2. No, Quake 1, Quake 2. I think that's it. And you'll notice there's something similar about all those, and that's they're first-person shooters, and they had saving. You could save at any time.
Yeah, Dark Forces 2 is pretty impressive for a kid, though. That's a hard game.
That it was. Just figuring out where to fucking go was not easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Duke Nukem 3D. Okay, Duke 3D. When you beat the original third episode, which is... Oh, I can't remember what the third episode was now, but the name of it. But I know the ending. When you defeat the Cycloid Emperor, what ends up happening is you go to a... I think it's just a text wall. And what ends up happening is you hear some really highly compressed MIDI voices of Duke basically fucking a chick, okay? For the 90s, that was very, very, like, oh my god, Duke Nukem is engaging in sexual intercourse with a female. Who do you think was in the room when I beat Duke Nukem 3D for the first time?
I know this story, so I'm not going to say.
So I'm sitting there playing the game, right? And, you know, when you're a kid, it's like, ooh, Duke Nukem's being naughty, right? The way the office in my grandparents' house is set up, there's two desks on opposite sides of the room. There's a desk that you had my grandfather's desk, which is still there. You have my grandmother's desk. Okay. The computer's at my grandfather's desk, and who should be sitting behind me when Duke Nukem starts having the sexual intercourse with the female? My grandmother. And she hears that. It's like, what are you playing? Uh-oh. And this is like 2 seconds of highly compressed MIDI moaning. And it's like, yep. Busted.
Go to jail.
And so there was a parental thing you could turn on for Duke Nukem 3D, and it was turned on. In my little devious child mind, I tried to like convince Gramps to turn it off, but I want to see the Duke Nukem like the blood that he like tracks around for when you kill the enemies. That's a reason to turn it off, right? It did not get turned off.
Was he a bro?
No, it was not turned off.
See, I had it quite good. I was the only tech literate person in my family, so if anyone was going to put on parental controls, it would have had to have been me.
See, Gramps worked at Compaq, so yeah.
Yeah, we had parental controls on our computer. I won't.
Dude, I feel quite lucky. I never had parental controls.
Well, my
all the pixelated nudity I wanted.
But we didn't get a computer until 06. No, 05. Winter of 05 was when my family got a computer.
Just grab the ledge.
I think you can go across the stuff because I think there's another platform you can jump on. Just jump on that.
Just grab the ledge. We're gonna do Super Mario 64 for like a second in this stream because I want to show like how much better that game is.
We should play Tomb Raider Anniversary. I think you'd like that more, and it's generally the same game.
All right.
Oh, you don't want to play Rise of the Tomb Raider, where she finds an actual Jesus?
No, we would rather play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, where they penalize you for having your guns.
Oh my god!
And then also you having your guns, and then certain sections of the game you can only use the stupid bow and arrow they force you to use.
You know, you are right, but in Shadow, there is one epic scene where Lara comes out of the water covered in blood, and she coldly stabs somebody to death while looking like the T-1000.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
That weird reference to the Descent. Yeah, I forgot about that. I hate Shadow of the Tomb Raider, except for you can actually Tomb Raid in Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yes.
I'm going to say that Duke Nukem...
It's mostly optional for a game called fucking Tomb Raider. You can, gee, can I raid some tombs?
I like the first one, like from 2013, where you were on Yamatai.
Yeah, that's an okay game.
The second one, where you find Jesus, is bullshit and stupid in every way.
Oh.
And the third one had good moments, but it was mostly shit.
Why won't she just grab the ledge? She won't grab it.
Like dumb. I don't mind Girl Boss, but I do mind dumb Girl Boss.
She won't grab the ledge.
Some of Shadow of the Tomb Raider felt like it was written by a modern Alien writer. Like, and just it's just so condescending throughout. Like, it's so anti-violence, but hey, he did it.
Oh my god. We can play video game. There we go. I'm gonna save after every platforming thing.
You do in this section. You do.
Now, I will say, I think Duke a Time to Kill might be better because Duke will actually grab the ledge. He'll grab it.
Yeah, if we were playing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PS2, you would automatically grab the ledge. But there's also no jump button.
Gentlemen, can you pardon me for a few minutes? I have to step away for a second.
All right.
I'm going to step away too and get my seltzer.
I'm all alone.
Well, wait a minute. I don't want us both to step away. So
no, you can. It's fine.
Stepping away.
I work alone.
Yay! There you save.
All right, we finally made it.
Please God save.
All right, gentlemen, be right back.
All okay, right. Go. Run.
Yeah, time to kill is a little bit on this. I'm totally gonna stream a little bit of Super Mary.
Yeah, but I'm being real when I'm like play Anniversary. I think you'll get more out of it, and it's virtually the same. Laura, the big difference is that yeah,
dead. Dead.
Yeah, I did that my first playthrough of this. Sorry, I meant to tell you don't jump that far. Anniversary, the thing it does, so the big thing with the Lao games is they gave Lara Croft mommy issues, which is very annoying. But Anniversary does a minimal amount of mommy issue stuff. And the thing it changes, aside from gameplay mechanics, it makes the platforming a lot easier. It adds the grappling hook. And she's shooting 1911s instead of high powers. The thing it does, it does QTEs. That's annoying.
I'm so glad that died.
Yeah, it ruins the T-Rex boss by making it a QTE. But it makes her more like cautious and like outwardly more of a good character instead of like a kind of morally gray character. Like in this first game, there's some straight up murder that happens of people. They deserve it. I'm not going to say that they don't, but they kind of try to make it more so like more like she's like a morally gray character. Well, no, more morally like good in the Lao stuff than she is in this run. There.
I didn't pay attention before, but this is Villa Kamba, which I think was the last of the like Incan cities, and then finally just ended up dying. The only reason I know the name is Harry Turtlev put out a novella a long time ago called that, where like aliens took over the planet, and the last of the human civilizations is like hiding out in like Colorado. It's not good. It's very bad.
Oh yeah, this bear's a pain in the ass.
Which will you choose, Laura? Well, I guess we know she chose the bear, because we just died. Okay. Oh, come on. Temple bears.
That's a total cove.
This game is so much harder than I thought it was going to be.
I just thought of the next FPS you should play.
No?
Rogue Warrior.
You know, I downloaded that the other day. I don't know if it works, but is that the one where...
If you're emulating the console version, it will work better than the PC version. I have beat the PC version. It's very broken. It crashes constantly, but it can be done. I think that game is one of the funniest games ever made.
That's the Mickey Rourke rapping one, right?
Yes, about Dick Marcinko, the first Marine to do a tell-all.
I didn't know it was that. I didn't know it was based on like an actual person. I just remember that Mickey Rourke raps in it, and that's literally it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Are you familiar with Dick Marcinko at all?
No, I never heard the name before.
Okay, let me educate you on Dick Marcinko. He was a fascinating human. He was the founder of SEAL Team 6.
Oh.
So he was a vet, and he was involved in the SEALs Well, before they were called the SEALs, when they were like the Special Demolition, whatever that they were in the Frogmen, essentially. And then they got made into the SEALs in the Vietnam War. Well, he fought in Vietnam. He stayed in the military. He was part of a group called Red Cell, which was a group of Navy SEALs that would test to see if terrorists could infiltrate military bases. And they did this throughout the 80s. And basically they would just kidnap other like military commanders and like hold them like fake ransom and like not tell them and just be mean to them and like mildly torture them. And just be assholes to them. And they got in trouble when the tapes were leaked in the early 90s because they would film what they did so they could show the U.S. government that they had weaknesses in their security.
Uh-oh.
So, because he got... Dick Marcinko was one of those military guys that got really mad during the Carter administration when nothing worked. And you, like, I mean, when the Iranians took the embassy hostage and the U.S. tried to mount a rescue mission and the helicopter didn't even take off before it blew up and unalived a bunch of our troops. Yeah, we were in absolute shambles in the 70s, and Dick Marcinko was trying to fix that. Unfortunately, stuff got leaked to CNN, and he got sued and imprisoned. And then he wrote a tell-all that got turned into a series of fictional books that are like picture Tom Clancy books, but with more swearing and just more crude. And those are the Rogue Warrior books. They are not very good, but they are very funny. And he was part of the whole thing. The character you play as in the Rogue Warrior game is Dick Marcinko, voiced by Mickey Rourke. And he says one of my favorite lines ever, that the situation is a quote-unquote total goat fuck.
Yeah.
And I have just... I just kind of love that saying, and I just say it to like my wife periodically. Oh, you did it! You found a secret.
We finally beat level 2 after how many hours?
An hour, I think.
Oh my god! I think. Okay, we will come back to this. We'll come back to this. We're gonna go through the first 2 levels of Super Mario 64. Why? Because we can.
I'm gonna get a drink real fast.
All right, you gotta have a stiff belt.
I've gotta have a black cherry seltzer.
Where is old Super Mario? There we go. Everybody's gonna be curious, like, wait a minute, how do we go from like Big Titty Laura to a robust Italian man? Mausoleum pillager studying Larrincraft. Okay, now I want to point out, we're going to skip past all the cutscenes. I just want to point out the difference in control. See, look at this, look at this. We can wahoo our way onto a tree. Look at that, look how good that camera is. N64 does what PlayStation don't.
Yeah, I will say this era, Nintendo really kind of understood how to make 3D games, although Castlevania 64 is the exception to that. That's an awkward game.
Yeah, they kind of ruined the series with that.
Yeah, it never really recovered after that. I didn't know you ever played any of the Castlevania games.
Castlevania was never a series that I really cared that much for either. I mean, like, even the original N64, NES, I should say, were overly difficult for what they were.
Yeah, except for Simon's Quest. That's just bad.
Silver Wings, I did manage to complete level 2. Well, look at this. Look at that camera. Look at the camera. Look at the controls. I can actually walk up to the Babam here and pick him up. If I actually could play a video game. There we go. Look at that. Look how easy that is. Look how easy it is to avoid the chomp. And 64 does. This is what I grew up with. I was not tempted by the big titty Laura. I was tempted by the mustachioed Mario. This is actually a game. I actually like this more than this is originally going to be kind of a joke, but this is still actually a lot better than I remember.
It is. It's a good game. I will say this and Mario Kart 64 are like the two N64 games that I do really think are still solid. I'm not an Ocarina of Time fan.
Yeah, I never played that back then. Look how easy that first level is to beat. Look at that. Super easy. Thanks to superior controls.
Well, did you even get any of the stars?
Not yet. I jumped through them. But look how much easier it is to get thrown off the mountain by this bastard. No, I didn't. I didn't fall. Oh, come on, you bastard. Don't make me look like an idiot. Or even a bigger idiot than I already am.
What was the last Nintendo console you got?
The last Nintendo console I ever bought was the Nintendo Wii, I think.
Trying to remember what that was. Galaxies, right? Was the Mario game, the big flagship Mario game for the Wii?
Yeah, that was Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Which I've only ever played a little bit of the first one. Because honestly, Mario kind of is peak in this game.
Yeah, I would say Mario 64 is the peak.
I know that some people will say the GameCube one, which was, what was that, Sunshine, is better.
Yeah, I never played that one.
I played it once because I didn't have a GameCube. Well, I got a GameCube from a thrift store when I was in my 20s, and then my house burned down. And I only got to play it like once. And it had the Game Boy Advance adapter, which is why I bought it with the Game Boy Advance disc.
Yeah, that is a major loss, because I've always wanted one of those Game Boy Advance adapters so I could legit play Game Boy Advance games.
It's better than emulating them.
Yeah, Game Boy Advance is kind of hard to emulate right. Getting the sound just right is not as easy as one would think.
Yeah, chat, we sat because I just got into emulation. What, has it even been a month since you got me into emulation?
Yeah, I think so. It might have been a month, maybe 2.
Yeah, and us trying to emulate Star Wars: The New Droid Army on Game Boy Advance was a ghastly affair.
Oh yeah, trying to get that bloody audio to sound right.
It hurt I gave up. It hurt my ears too much.
Yeah, I don't know if the current release of RetroArch sounds that. I don't know if the current release of RetroArch has the proper sound emulation, because I know earlier versions did. I got Turok to sound right.
Oh yeah, you emulated for Evolutions with the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm. And it sounded good, but I don't know.
So what's the deal with the console version of Evolution?
I only ever rented it once, and I thought it was too linear. The PS2 version is probably the most common, but pretty much it's considered the worst. I don't really know why, because I've emulated the other two versions, the GameCube version and the Xbox version, and they seem like they're perfectly adequate. Oh, come on, that should have killed him. But I think the reason why people hated it is because it is pretty linear compared to the earlier Turok games. Oh, come on, that should have killed him. Yeah, well. Busted.
What a mess.
Nobody noticed that. Nobody noticed that the camera kind of fucked up there. Pay no attention to Mario falling off the platform. Lara Croft couldn't do it.
Yeah, that platform segment is truly frustrating in that original game.
I think you had to hit the plant from behind. Oh my!
What a mess.
I have played the.
What is this?
This is the real. Oh crap! No! Don't fall off the cliff. See, look. If that was Laura, she would have hurled herself into the abyss. N64 does. Yeah, I know this isn't accurate to the original hardware, but whatever. It's close enough. I have the original hardware for this, and I could play it originally.
Yeah, let's do a Mike Matei stream where you emulate. You just capture the original.
Oh, there is no way I would RGB mod anything. That is way more, costs way more than it's worth. Oh, that should have hit him. Ah, well. You can't say that Mike Matei only spends his money on the cocaines.
No, he spends it on that ruler.
Oh my.
God. I hate that guy.
He is very off-putting, I will admit.
Well, you didn't have to deal with him firsthand when the whole Indiegogo thing happened. God, he was such a dick. Oh my God. It still kind of anchors me to this day.
That whole debacle. One day I need to sit through all of AVG and the movie just to see how bad it truly is.
Well, we need to do that docu-series where we chronicle that and his terrible memoir book.
I'd have to read that, but yeah. Where it's basically him. I'll have to acquire that legally, because I know that most of that book is literally just him complaining about high school. No, college.
College, yeah.
Because he and his room goers like destroyed a fan or something, because yeah.
They would vandalize things and he would film them for like evidence against them, but the college didn't stand up for him and they kind of expelled him too.
Yeah, but
stop it.
It was a good learning experience.
There's a video that I don't think still is up where it's him in college being pretentious. Like someone else filmed it and like he put it on the Cinemassacre channel years ago just to fill content. And it is him just being like a cringy college, like pretentious college student.
Oh, that sounds about right. I saw the video that probably got him expelled, where it's him and his various friends like smashing up a fan and acting very autistic. It's like, oh dear. Oh dear. This is a game I actually know versus like Lara Croft where I've never played it. Like, get inside Princess Peach. You're supposed to be able to jump in there. No, maybe it's this one.
Get inside Princess Peach, he says.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
See, now you're writing down her tongue. Wait, no, we're not. That's just wrong.
Be careful. We don't want Gamergate 2 to happen.
I don't know, maybe. That whole Gamergate thing was so stupid. Of course, I didn't pay any attention to it when it was going on, because I was too busy being alive.
I was in college when that happened, so we talked about it all the time.
I mean,
that's when I started to really pay attention to Sargon.
Now, do y'all know if he ever did anything before Gamergate was a thing?
Say that again?
Did either one of y'all know who he was before the whole Gamergate thing?
No.
I did. He was more of like an online like libertarian atheist back then. And I didn't really follow him when he was doing that. But after Gamergate, he started to get more conservative and more based, and that's when I really started to warm up to him.
Huh, I never even heard of him.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna say something really controversial. I like Super Mario 64 more than Lara Croft. Like, I'm fucking getting really pissed off at Lara Croft, you know, as you do with any whammons. But when you play the bro Mario, well, I mean, I'm gonna be based and hat-pilled now.
Are we allowed to talk about locales on here?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Okay. Are either of you familiar with Nova Online?
No.
Oh my god. He has become my latest, like, fascination because he's a nasty creep who has a diaper fetish.
What?
And oh yeah, not only does he have a diaper fetish, he likes sharing it with underage people. In
Leave the kids alone.
Yeah, but he wants to be the kid. He wants them to be his mommy. But he like live. So he and his mom live in a trailer and they're hoarders, and they just have trash everywhere. And like he's famous on TikTok for having just the dumbest, like worst food reviews ever. And like just being gross and not bathing and stuff. But like he keeps saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be on Discord anymore," and then he makes a new Discord server with like creeps. Man, I've just been watching people like make fun of him like for 2 weeks now. It's become my new favorite thing. Well, because Boogie got boring. I can't watch any more Boogie content.
He can't even locale right.
No, he's just.
So here's my 2 cents on the whole thing. I've never heard of the guy. And yeah, the whole diaper thing ain't for me. I wouldn't care if that was his thing, if it was just him with other adults.
Yeah.
But you lose me the second when you say he tries to like involve young people in it, and I'm like, all right, that's just wrong.
Oh yeah, it's terrible, and I like when people call him out on it, and he gets all wound up online.
Humanity was a mistake.
Social media was a fucking mistake.
But
it's a blessing and a curse.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like, I know we started out playing Lara Croft, but this is such a better game. I'm sorry, like, it's a night and day difference. It's like maybe it's
Tomb Raider 3. You would have been really upset.
I bet.
That's unnecessarily hard.
It's like I'll play one of the more approachable Tomb Raider games later, but like this is now gonna be, until we're done, a Super Mario 64 stream. In fact, can I change that? Hold on a second.
Of course, either of you watch Re-Res?
No, never even heard of it.
He's a YouTuber who does games, usually covering just bad games. And no joke, like his last upload was about a Tomb Raider game that was also a DVD video game, if you remember those.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so if you think that this was bad, imagine playing Lara Croft's I wish I could remember the name of the game. But on DVD.
That sounds very weird. Also, Triple X, I need you to. Hey, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if it's as bad as Tomb Raider on the Nokia. Because they ported it to that. That's pretty bad.
Angel of Darkness.
I've heard it's not a bad story if you can get the gameplay to work properly. In fact, the comic book adaptation is not bad at all. I actually reviewed it on my channel.
I love the fact that like, oh, the comic book's good, the game's complete crap.
It's actually Jason Bonney who wrote the comic for a while. That's how he got his start, was writing the Angel of Darkness adaptation. Which is takes all like the cringe 2000s things out of it. It's more a straightforward Top Cow Tomb Raider adventure.
So no daddy issues or mommy issues?
So here's the thing with the Top Cow comics. That's where like her parents dying became like the lore, was in those. But like Dan Jurgens, he was the first Tomb Raider author for the comics. He puts that in, like they were in a horrible plane crash, her fiance and her parents. Their private jet crashed in the Himalayas and she was the only one that survived. And that's how she became the Tomb Raider after that.
Huh. It's kind of a ripoff of Green Arrow.
Yes. Very much so. But it was A-okay, and she didn't really have mommy daddy issues. It was when they adapted it for the games. They gave her mommy issues, and then they gave her daddy issues.
Yeah, that sounds about right, though. They always love doing that. They did that with poor Amanda Ripley for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah, they did that, too. I was thinking Samus and Metroid Other M.
Oh, the baby.
Oh, that's another character I have to
remember me
enhance.
Oh, yeah, try to make, like, a really suggestive Mario.
Then really suggestive Donkey Kong.
Doing it right now.
Because I'll just cut together that for the stream thumbnail of like you got suggestive Laura and then Super Mario. Oh, Nintendo of America's gonna attack us.
Yeah, we'll get sued. Reggie will come out of retirement.
Yeah,
it's a mean letter.
I'll dig up.
I need to jump off of here, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, watch out for crazies.
We'll do.
Bye, Chainsaw.
Bye, Medic.
Just couldn't handle the Mario-ness. The wholesome Mario goodness. So one of the things I'm thinking about doing at some point is I kind of want to make a podcast on something that, Medic, you'll find very painful, but I kind of want to do it.
Okay.
I kind of want to reread the first Harry Potter book.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Because it's a series that people will not shut up about, and I kind of want to, like, I didn't like it as a kid. I legitimately did not like it as a kid, and I kind of want to take a look at it, because, like, I guarantee you, it'll get views, and it'll get so much hate, it's not even funny. Because people like worship Harry Potter. The main thing that made me think of it is HBO put out a more shall we say diverse version of Harry Potter recently, or they either did or they're going to. I don't know which. Look at how many stars you need to fight Bowser. 8. Okay, we only need 2 more. I'm good at math. 6 plus 2 is 8. Who do we appreciate? I don't know. Iwata? Foot race with Koopa the Quick. Oh, God. Oh, I guess we gotta get to the top of the mountain with... Oh, I remember this. Okay. Yeah. Go. It's actually not that hard. N64 does what PlayStation don't. Can you race a giant turtle as Lara Croft? I don't think so.
No, but you can race a Mazda RX-7 against a Nissan R32 Skyline.
The RX-7 is a complete shit piece of car, and a complete piece of shit car that I hate more than anything else. The thing about the RX-7 or any sports car is unless you have the money to keep them up, they decay so fast it's not even funny. And yes, we're gonna cheat. Yeah, fuck you, Koopa. Fuck you,
I remember you mentioned having an RX-7.
No, I never had one.
FC.
My mother did.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah, she had one in the 90s.
With its Wankel engine.
It was terrible. Like, nothing on it worked within like a year.
Rotary engines are extremely temperamental.
It was one of those car people that convinced her to get it, unfortunately. So, in short, if a car person suggests that you get a car, do the exact opposite. Don't do it. Because they're not the one that's going to have to keep it up.
You got your phone on you?
Yeah. Okay, I know we started with like Tomb Raider, but this is such a better game. Like, it's such a night and day difference between this game and that one. Okay? I don't know. Once again, maybe it's because I've played this game so much over the years that I know what to do, but like, okay, I don't remember how to look up in this game. Okay, wait a minute. There we go.
Sent.
All right, 1 second. What you do here is you look at you got the sun, right? If you look up, you'll go to like the sky level, and you'll get the sky cap. I don't know if you have to unlock that though. I remember doing that right here. And yes, I have beaten this game, because you can actually beat it, because it's beatable. Okay, I guess you have to unlock that later. Okay. Thank you, Silver Wings, because I had forgotten. It's been a little while since... I don't see Laura doing that. You know what? I think Lara Croft needs to be shipped, not with Duke Nukem, but with Super Mario.
You know, I like when you jockey the camera in Tomb Raider better, though.
What? You don't like the rotund Italian man? Look at that. Look how
I'm
look
not
how
a fan of the plumber butt.
I'm just saying, you don't know what you're missing.
Laura does what Mario don't.
I guess so. But I kind of want to do like a Harry Potter like read just to see, you know, like what was that book like? Because I was the prime age, to read that, and I did, and I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I remember the year it came out. Punch him! Yeah, take that, you fucking plant. Take that, you busted.
600 pages of pretentious bullshit.
I don't know if it's pretentious, but I mean, you got to realize, as a Ute, I was not a fan of school, like at all. So I don't know why I'd want to read about a kid going to a British boarding school. And of course, Harry Potter's kind of a wiener, you know.
Kinda a wiener.
Not the good kind either. Not like our fine Italian sausage, like Mr. Mario here. I think all we get is an extra life up here. Okay, yeah, that's what we get. I didn't know if we got a star up here or not. This is such a good game. Here's the thing. I was gonna do this as a joke. It's like, yeah, this game's so much better. But it's like, wow, this really is so much better than Tomb Raider. It's like, this is why Nintendo... The N64 was never as popular as the PlayStation. I understand that. I joke about it, but like, man, I was so lucky to have the N64. Because I would have never finished Tomb Raider. I'll try to get back to the original at some point. But it's just so good. It's like these controls are so good. Like the camera's good. Like it's all bright and vibrant, you know? Damn,
You got a sec. Let me know if that'll work for you.
Yes. Oh my god. A live stream read along? Okay, that looks a little too homogenous though. You know what I mean? We want a more like, shall we say, heterogeneous Super Mario. Not one that looks like he's gonna go see Wicked. Nudge, nudge, hint, wink, wink.
Coming up.
So there is going to be a new Super Mario Brothers movie, Super Mario Galaxy. Lady, you just got real ugly. So as you go through each floor of the castle, there's going to be different Bowser levels. Not only does the Bowser theme sound badass, these are actually more side-scrolly than the more third-person-y levels that you'll normally play. So many years ago, back in the year 2009, I used this level as an example of like an Apex game. This is before I came up with the Alpha Prime concept. And this is a level that I use because like Super Mario 64 was kind of an apex of the N64. Like it wasn't like the very best of the system, but it was definitely up there. I bet Lara Croft couldn't do that. Good God, this is good. I just don't know why Harry Potter got as popular as it did, to the point where there's been so many pastiche. Like, as much love it or hate it, we have to admit that Harry Potter is basically the modern day form of Lord of the Rings. Like, it's this. God damn it!
I guess you could say that.
And we got Chico. You just thought we were playing Lara Croft. Oh no, I got sick of those goddamn controls, and now we're in Super Mario 64.
Oh.
So much better.
I know Chainsaw wasn't here earlier, but I didn't get a chance to join for that.
Yeah, you had to go have a carne asada burrito.
Ooh, nice. I'm at my parents' house right now because they normally would have dinner on Sundays, but they're going to be gone tomorrow.
No. All right. Grab the life! Grab the life! Damn it! We only have one life to live.
Yep,
now, have you ever played?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, have you ever played Super Mario 64?
For about 10 minutes.
I recommend upping that to 30 minutes because it's pretty damn good.
I have it on my emulators.
Yeah, I recommend at least playing through the first floor of the castle because oh my god, this game is good. Like, I was like really dying a lot in Tomb Raider, and I was getting so pissed at the game. As a joke, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play Super Mario." I was like, "Oh my god, this is such a good game."
Which one? Which Tomb Raider were you playing?
The very first.
Oh, okay.
Did these two games come out at the same time? I forget when Super Mario Brothers 64 came out, but
I don't know. Is Medic there? I can't hear him.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
And like Lotor, the creator is now problematic. So yeah, this came out in '96, the same year as Tomb Raider.
Huh.
And this is better.
Tomb Raider came out on PS1 though, didn't it?
Yeah. And 64 does what PlayStation don't.
Oh, what was it? Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Okay, so I don't remember him saying that. I don't ever remember him actually saying that. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but when he threw Bowser, he says, "So long, K Bowser." But there was a meme where people thought he said something a little different. I don't remember him saying that. Like, ever. So, yeah. But going back to Harry Potter, though, because I keep getting distracted by how great Mario here is. Mario is another one of those, like, pillars of, maybe not necessarily Western canon, because it's not a Western game, but, like, it's another pillar of pop culture to a major extent. Like, this is a game that is, pretty much everybody knows who Mario is. Oh, the key doesn't fit. Maybe it's for the basement. Uh-oh. So long, Bowsy. But yeah, Harry Potter is... Are you going?
Oh, I basically have a small fleet of ships now.
Yeah, I saw that, the Sovereign classes. Because, yeah, there's... Over the years, there's been multiple Enterprise E models, of which the first one that ever got released is probably by far the worst.
Is that another?
Alright, let's see if he's a proper level of Mario-ness.
Huh?
Medic's just trying to do a thumbnail. Oh, that one's perfect. Looks a little bit like Captain Lou Albano, who is sadly long since passed from this world.
Who's Lou Albano?
For shame. For shame.
Hey, I noticed, knock on wood, we still have 15 minutes, but nobody went to Space Joe.
That's true. Although you might if you don't know who Captain Lou Albano is. Oh, god damn it.
You can't jail me for not knowing what something is.
Yeah, I can.
I plead the fifth.
See, that's how you gotta do it. Ready, man? Just like...
you get your money for nothing and your chicks for free?
Yeah. Captain Lou Albano was a professional wrestler who played Mario in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his name.
Yeah.
I loved the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Now, you would have been a bit too young, I think, Chico, to have seen that particular show. It came on in the very early 90s. I only caught, like, tiny bits of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in 98, so if anything, my cousins might have had something to do with it.
So, what it was is it was a really god-awful, like, animated show that was really dumb. But in between, like, commercial breaks, you would have this live-action segment with live-action Mario and Luigi. It was your typical, you know, like, 80s sort of thing. But it wasn't bad. It had a lot of heart to it. And they do a little, like, dance, you know, do the Mario, as Silverwing says there. One of the memes is Mario and Luigi are talking about how, like, there's some, like, spaghetti sauce on their shirt, and the way it sounds like Mario says, like, fuck you, Luigi.
They also had their own intro, like, song and outro song, too.
Yeah, it was kind of like was it like a rap or something?
Yep.
I can imagine.
Because that was popular at the time. They liked to rap, which was the style at the time. Oh, you bastard!
You suck at Mario.
He's got a bunch of next generation cards still in their box.
Wow. See, the thing about that is, like, you'd think something like that'd be worth something, but it's still probably worth like 50 cents.
Yeah, maybe. Still got some wrapped baseball and basketball cards.
You're a wrapped baseball card.
I have some Harry Potter collectible. Did people actually do anything with those collectible cards other than just keep them wrapped and hope they might be worth money? Like, are there any players of, like, the TNG collectible card game?
Probably. I mean, I was rewatching Trekkies. I have both of them on DVD because why not? So, I mean, from what it looked like, there were people who, I mean, at least in the 90s and very early 2000s, there were plenty of people who were going back and forth with those.
Yeah. So. I mean, I guess since I'm not a card game fan, you know, it's easy for me to kind of ignore that. I played a little bit of the MTG variety. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she has a collectible card game? Weird. Oh, you bastard.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, there's my dad's Voyager.
Blah.
Not gonna be happy with me because I'm trying to pull it out of this pile.
In a pile. It belongs in a box, wrapped in bubble
You
wrap.
know, I hate to point this out, but when you say, "Oh, there's my dad's Voyager," I have to pull it out. That's going to be taken a certain way.
No, he's got this really big cardboard box that has dozens upon dozens of model kits that are in disrepair.
Oh dear.
Oh, you bastard.
One of his coolest ones is a the Excelsior, but it's like 3 feet long.
Not bad. I mean, the Excelsior is one of those models that it starts out as like a villain ship, and then thanks to oh fuck you game. Poor Mario. It's like he went to Taco Bell. Ooh, I was so close to dying.
Oh, where's that
Come on, give me health.
Damn it.
Yeah, but the Excelsior starts out as a villain ship and then becomes like one of the pillars of the hero ships. Now, the thing about like the Excelsior is it was a nice model, and they got a lot of mileage out of it. But the thing about like Star Trek fans that annoy me is like they say like, oh, that must be what they used all the time, right? No, it's just that was what was available for them at the studio. I'm sure there's a lot of Star Trek ships that we don't normally see.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate these fucking bastards. Haha, take that. Burn alive.
He had a Constitution class that I had sent you a picture of quite about a few years ago that was signed by James Doohan.
I mean, that thing is a thing of beauty. Not only that, but like see, what we got to do is we got to like get behind this guy. Oh, you fucking bastard.
Do you even, Mario?
Evidently not.
Oh yeah, Deep Space Nine's in here.
Benjamin Lafayette Sisko. God damn it. Fuck my life. Mario was like, why must I suffer? Why must I suffer?
I vaguely remember somebody so mad because Tomb Raider was too hard.
Okay, but see, this is me fucking up because I'm bad at video games, not the controls. Because look at that. Look how easily Mario controls. Look at that. He grabbed on that ledge. If Mario was in Tomb Raider, he'd be able to solve the plot literally within like 5 minutes. All you'd have to do is just down some shrooms and, well, there you go. Not the Chris Pratt Mario, though. The real one. This guy that's getting his ass burnt off by the fucking lava.
Can we all agree that Chris Pratt and Pedro Pascal are in way too many things?
Yes, we can agree with that because I like Chris Pratt because he makes the Blues angry, but he's not that good of an actor, so...
He's good in The Terminal List.
Come on, get over there. Oh, god damn it. I might be able to get some health, but whatever.
Did you all see the video of Alan Richardson, a.k.a. Jack Reacher, beating the piss out of his neighbor?
Yeah, so for those who haven't paid any attention to that, yes, the actual Jack Reacher actor had to beat the crap out of his neighbor because his neighbor was mad that he was riding his motorcycle. So, yeah, that guy tried to be a Karen and paid for it.
As he should.
Yeah, I kept pushing him off of his bike, and he got pissed. And he started to get pissed off about it, so he started shoving him off because that you don't push somebody off of a moving motor vehicle.
Yes, that is a goddamn. Okay, I don't know why this level
in front of his kids too.
Yeah.
Like, what an asshole! I don't know what is with some of these people, you know.
You think the neighbor was like, "Oh fuck! I literally just picked a fight with Jack Reacher."
You know, it's one of those things of. Okay, I made it up there. I only need one sliver of health. Oh, you... We can do it. Oh.
I ain't picking a fight with that dude. If they walks up to me, I know I'm dead.
See, my thing about that is people always like to make the joke about, like, who would fight the Avatar in the Ultimate series? Who thinks they have their number? And yet, in the real world, you know, the male equivalent of a Karen literally tries to fight Jack Reacher over him riding his motorcycle. People are that stupid.
Yeah.
And so, yes, in real life...
You know what makes me happy, though? He's a jacked man who plays a jacked man and acts like a jacked man in real life.
Yes.
How many of these people do we see that look big and tough in movies, but refuse to throw punches because they're actually just actors?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a movie that was released on Netflix. It's like a sci-fi type that he was in. That was pretty good.
Was it called Bum Fights?
No.
Oh, fuck you, game.
What happened?
It was a destructible platform. Lara Croft is infecting Mario.
Mario.
Okay, we're saving. It's still more fun than Lara Croft, though. I'm just saying. So, I actually am friends with somebody who's a major Mario fanboy. I say that in the nicest possible way. Like, he cosplays as Mario and everything. But I remember when I called this game Super Mario Brothers 64, it's like, technically it's Super Mario 64. It's like, yes, it's Super Mario 64. I understand. I'll get it right.
I remember when I was a kid, my parents always called it Mario.
Yeah, I do that sometimes today just as a joke.
Oh, the movie's called War Machine.
Gaiden.
Yeah, the Gaijin, man. But to think that Harry Potter is now as famous as, you know, Elijah Wood, aka Frodo.
Hi, Shadow.
Harry Pooter.
Harry Pooper.
I don't know.
I just hear in my headset somebody go, "Hi, Shadow."
Yeah, that was me.
Was it your cat?
Yeah, this is one of my parents' cats.
Fucking cats. Why do they have to be so damn cute?
I don't know, when it looks like a small panther just jumped on your lap.
See, now all the fans are going to be like, oh, the cats are so cute. People go nuts with their cats. People and the cats, it's almost as bad as people and the dogs.
Well, it's bad when they have all of their claws, and then they jump off of you trying to chase one of their siblings.
Here we go. Can I tell you all about the time this is a really good game with really good music?
I like the water music, or the save music, I think it is.
Wait, did we want to go up here or not? It could be the save music I'm thinking of.
Oh my god, he's a stripper.
I mean, Laura couldn't ride a pole that good, that's for sure.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Alright, this is getting a little homogenous.
I'm just saying.
Bring in the BTGGs ASAP.
I'm just saying, I don't think that Lara Croft could ride that good. I just don't see that happening.
You are going to be so happy with me. Guess what I found in your area?
Oh dear.
A turd.
I found you a single and looking to mingle 29-year-old Pog.
Oh my.
Pog?
But does she like Super Mario Brothers? That's the most important thing. That's a deal breaker for me. If you can't appreciate if you can't get hooked on the brothers, I don't know.
Hold up. I want your reaction live while we're on stream.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
All right, where is it?
Damn,
I just saw her profile too this morning. And I'm like, I have to send this to General. He's going to be this happiest camper.
Oh crap. I like how there's poison gas in a Mario game. Come on, punch him. Beat the shit out of him, Mario. I mean, you think about it, like, I can see why Nintendo adults exist. That really just go in a big ass circle? I don't know, it might be. Can you imagine like a 1970s Mario blaxploitation movie?
Yeah.
One's from the hood, one's from the country, and they're on a collision course with wackiness. So which one would be from the hood and which one would be from the country, though? Well, I guess since Mario's like the main character, he'd have to be the most like charismatic.
I want to see a country Mario.
I mean, that's kind of what he is. Got like a giant cowboy hat. Are there Italian cowboys?
Mario.
Crap. No crap. Well, fuck it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have played through 2 of the classic 90s games today. Oh, she can do that in the Saturn version on a ledge. Next week, we're going to get back to some first-person shooters where I'm not going to suck the entire time. But until then, I hope everybody's enjoyed this stream this week. Well, I'm off kilter. I'm not wrapped too tight, it seems. There we go. So I'm going to tell you this, though, before we go. Tomb Raider is not terrible, but it's a night and day difference between Tomb Raider platforming and Super Mario 64 platforming. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I was really struggling through Tomb Raider, but man, I get into Super Mario and I'm just jumping around like you wouldn't believe. That's why N64 does? No. N64 does what PlayStation don't. And so I'm General Lotz, wishing you good N64.
And I'm Triple X Medic, wishing you good PlayStation 1 through 5.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and please consider leaving a like or a comment, as the algorithm desires your soul. And I want to thank all those fans who have supported this channel, both past and present.